Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pierre and this is Simple Brew. As you can see, we're on the VB. The VB clone. This is the VB clone. If you want to see the results of the clone and the original, stick around. Alright, what I've got, as you saw in the pour, my little VB that I created. It's slightly crowded, so I'll give you a bit of a look at that. It's not bad, can't see any carbonation bubbling up, that's really strange. But there is carbonation in it, so it's a bit weird. Anyway, we'll get to it and see what it tastes like. So we'll get a smell of it. It smells like beer, obviously. It really does smell like VB. It does smell like Morgan's though. Morgan's has this distinct taste and smell about it. I don't know what it is. I believe myself they use brewing salts, and I think the brewing salts come through sometimes. But it smells pretty good. It smells decent. I mean, it's got a slight sweet taste to it. Definitely got that beautiful little bitter taste to it. Still looking pretty good. Lacing really well, as you can tell. I can't really explain it. I'm getting a barley flavour. Starting to come through now. Malt, a little bit of malt. I can't taste any of the hops I put in, but a lot of the time I can't because I have very strong hoppy beers a lot, and the old hops, you can't taste them. It's 5.3% alcohol, if you guys wanted to know. Not going to get technical, but we're going to find out. We'll just open up a stubby. Now, if you guys don't know, I haven't bought VB ever. I've never bought VB. Someone gives me a beer and has a VB, I'll drink it, but I don't really buy it because I'm not looking for it. I'll just open this up. Do it the old Aussie way, just rip her open. Oh. So I got it open. There's our stubby. That's what it looks like nowadays. In the stubby, just a little stubby like this. I'm going to pour it into my glass that I had made over in Amsterdam. So VB label, basically, this is our VB. It's a nice little bottle, just a little stubby. For a little lid, a little cap is nice. It's just well designed, I think. So yeah, that's really cool. So I'll crack her open. Not a whole heap of hiss, bit of mist over there. We'll pour it into this nice clean Heineken glass. And see if the carbonation's the same. It actually feels the same actually. It's pouring very similar. Now let's check out the colour difference. It's very clear compared to mine. Of course mine's homebrew. This is a stubby from a factory. Look at the carbonation in that. Yeah, I'll give you a close look at it. Now I know you guys, I'm not sure if you like VB. Some of you do, some of you don't. But here it is. This is the original VB, the original recipe. So let's try it, shall we? Let's smell it. Wow, in comparison. The colour comparison, very similar. Like I said, mine's cloudy. It's probably because I dropped the hops in. I dropped hops in there. But as in colour, it's very, very, very similar. Look at that. The smell. You can smell something in there that's not in here. It's quite a tasty beer, that one. This one has something. There's a beer smell. There's a smell I'm not used to. What is it? I think it's just, we'll taste it, shall we? It's not overly hoppy or anything like that. It smells like beer. Not overly carbonated, just standard. Wow, that is different. It's not the same. I'm telling you now though, pardon me, I like my version better. I really do. It's not the best beer in the world, I can tell you. I mean, it's a good drink to have if you need a drink, but sorry guys if you love VB. Cheers. Yeah, it has a distinctive taste to it. I don't know what it is. It's not the taste that I'm used to tasting at all. It's 4.9% alcohol, which I've said in my other video. Now, the story is that these guys were trying to do some tax dodging. And around 2009, I believe, they changed the recipe to lower the alcohol volume, which also changed the flavour of the beer. They did that to avoid extra taxes. I mean, a multi-million dollar, probably billion-dollar company creating a beer that's making them a bucket load of money, wanting to pay less tax. I mean, really, you got a beer that people love. Why would you change it? It's a tried and true recipe, and people love it. They realised they lost a bucket load of sales, and returned to the original recipe. Now, there's more to that story, but that's the basics of it. So they re-released it with the old recipe, and it's back to its original flavour. Now I'm tasting like a deeper, stronger malt flavour. And it's got some aftertaste that I don't like. And really, not as bitter. My one definitely is much more bitter. Straight up. The flavour is a little bit different. Not overly, but if you guys want the recipe for this, it's in the video link I'll put up here. It is very nice. You try it. It's really nice. It's not a bad beer. I'll be making this one again. No caramel. There's no caramel flavours or anything like that. Now, it is a lager. This is what people don't realise, that Victoria Bitter is a lager. Now, because I've been tasting that, I'm starting to taste different flavours in here. There's definitely a malt in that as well, but not as strong. Now, I reckon I should carbonate it just a little bit more before I keep trying. And this is tangier on the tongue. Is that a word? Is that which? It's got a bit of a tang to it on the tongue. Not as nice. Definitely not as nice. That's got much more smoothity about it. Is that a word? This has got a bite in it. But all in all, this isn't overly terrible. It's going to be a great beer for when you're hot and sweaty and working hard. Hence the commercial. And it is drinkable, that's fine. Probably not sessionable. I think I would feel a little bit sick after drinking a 6-pack of these. Yeah, no. Look, I can't say a lot. I can't say a lot about this beer. There's no flavours that jump out at me. It just tastes like beer. It tastes like a kind of sweet, not as sweet as my one. My one was brewed at around 18 degrees continuously. I don't know what temperature they brew theirs at. There's no information. I really found it hard finding information on that one. After tasting that one, and going back to my one, definite malt flavour. Definite malt. I can taste that really well. With this one, it disappears. Big time. The malt is there, but there's nowhere near as much as what I've got. All in all, not bad. My one's a good one. Happy to drink it. It's going to last, hopefully, a fair few weeks. But there is one thing that I found with the Morgan's one. Morgan's kits have this distinct flavour. I don't know if it's the salts, the brewing salts they put in it or something like that, but it comes out in every single one of their extracts. It's alright when you first brew it. You taste it a week and a half to 2 weeks after you brewed it. It tastes awesome. But as time progresses, it seems to age the same. And I use different kegs. My kegs are always clean. I always do everything I can to stop that flavour coming through. It's only Morgan's that I taste it with. Everything else is fine. Even those old brew kits that I have here, they don't have these flavours in it after time. They still taste fine. But nonetheless, it's still a nice beer. Yes, I needed to put more carbonation in that. It would have been better. But anyway. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for being part of this. I'd like to thank Perkins Cellars for loaning me this backdrop. It's a collector's item now, so I have to give it back. They also gave me a stubby holder, VB stubby holder, a bit more memorabilia. You know, Aussies. These guys have been great, they've been supporting this channel for the last year or so. And I would love it if you guys check them out on their website. I'll put the link below. And even drop by and say hello to them and tell them Pierre sent you. Cheers.